Welcome to episode 295, Ben Horowitz, from rapper to revolutionary venture capitalist in Silicon Valley. This is an outline of episode 295. There are two reasons why we study Ben Horowitz. First, at age 51, he's one of the most important venture capitalists in Silicon Valley. Second, he's the only rapper self-made billionaire in the world. On how he became a rapper at age 18.
And so it's a serious thing. And so if you give it to them, they're very likely to feel very good about it. Like they may be like paranoid about like, why are you giving me a raise? But very unlikely, much more they'll feel like.
A friend of his was shot and became blind.
When I was 18, a friend of mine growing up got shot and he became blind. I was in New York, and so I would listen to, there was this DJ on the radio, Cool DJ Red Alert. And I would record the tapes and I would send them to my friend. It was the only thing that like cheered him up was these. So he kind of got fired up about it. So that summer I went home, I was like, let's start a rap group. And we started this group, the Blind and Deaf Crew. And Deaf, D-E-F, like Def Jam. But it was like, the Blind Deaf Crew, you know where fly. 3 of us, but we got 4 eyes.
He was born in London in 1966. His father is the famous conservative writer and humorist David Horowitz. Ben Horowitz earned a master's degree in computer science from UCLA in 1990 and a bachelor in computer science from Columbia University in 1988. His first job after graduation was with Silicon Graphics. His second job was with Netscape. More importantly, he met Marc Andreessen there. Now, this is a story every one of us knows. This is the evil Bill Gates and his Internet Explorer, which killed the Netscape browser.
For everyone is, how did you, in particular, dealt with all the stress? Like, was it like meditating, hip-hop? What did you do?
So the question was, how did I deal with all the stress of being CEO? And the answer is, I used to be 6'4" and good looking. So clearly not very well. I get asked that a lot, and I really don't have a great answer for it. I mean, I think that I have a wonderful wife who's sitting right here, so I'll say that.
Now, how he founded LoudCloud in September 1999 with Marc Andreessen. LoudCloud is the first cloud company in the world.
So let me give you the quick tour of it. We found the company September 1999. By November, we raised money at $66 million post-money valuation. We, by January, have booked $12 million in business. By June, we raised money at a $700 million pre-money valuation. 9 months old. Then the dot-com bust goes into full effect, and our customers start going out of business at an incredibly high rate.
Now the famous IPO from hell on March 2001.
Everyone at the time, like, just heaped onto it. This is Marc Andreessen's next company. This is going to reignite the markets. I mean, every press story was putting so much pressure on that IPO. And then Business Week kind of does this inside story and calls it the IPO from hell.
Yeah, the IPO from hell. And and all private market money shuts down. And we were, because we had grown so fast, and because we were kind of the first cloud computing company, we built out this cloud infrastructure, so we had a high burn rate. So, you know, we're burning like $20 million a quarter. We're still growing very fast at that point, but our customers are going out of business and we can't raise money. And basically, the only way to raise money is to go public. No, pre-September 11th. So this is March 2000.
And PayPal was right after. Okay,
yeah, we went first, I think, and then PayPal. So we were March 2001. one of the partners at the venture capital firm that I raised money from asked me when we were going to get a real CEO. So I have to take it public or go bankrupt. I had 6 weeks of cash when we went to hit the road. The NASDAQ was down every day we were on the road, and this Business Week article comes out with a week before pricing that says the IPO from hell. And the initial price was $10. 3 weeks later, we priced it at $6.
Here's the great news. In 2007, LoudCloud, then known as Opsware, was sold to Hewlett-Packard for $1.6 billion. In July 2009, the two bull-headed geniuses team up again for the third time. This is a picture of our egghead genius, Marc Andreessen. The two co-founded the venture capital firm with $300 million.
One of the big philosophies of our firm is the founders are fundamental to the company succeeding. And a lot of that I got from Bill, from his experience at Apple and what happened when they ejected Jobs. So I think they clearly lost their direction by kicking him out of the company, and they should have dealt with his weaknesses to keep his strengths. This is a classic, strength versus lack of. Steve Jobs is one of the ultimate examples of that, right?
Here's Ben Horowitz's secret sauce for a great tech company.
So what do you need to build a new technology company? I think there's really two things that are very consistent with every good one that's ever been built. So what does matter? Number one, you have to build a transformational product. There is no way to build a great new company without a great new product. Because, I'll tell you now, Microsoft, IBM, Hewlett-Packard, they can all hire people, they can all train people, they can all sell, they can all market. What they all have trouble doing is innovating, coming up with something like truly new, truly transformational, and it's got to be way better than what's out there, or way better than the current way of doing things. And since I'm at Berkeley, I'll point out that technology, when you talk about technology from an etymology standpoint, technology literally means a better way of doing things. So when you're in this business, if you're in the technology business, the first thing that you have to do, the fundamental thing that you have to do is come up with something that's way, way better than what anybody's done before or what anybody's doing currently. And if you have that, then you have a chance of building a company around it.
What have I learned today? 3 things. First, at the young age of 51, Ben Horowitz has done it all. Technologist, CEO, and venture capitalist. Second, 3 times he partnered with Marc Andreessen, the genius egghead. Third, together Andreessen Horowitz built a successful venture capital firm based on founder-centric culture. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be Ben Horowitz, 9 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.